Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya Sadikari. I live in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I am 8 right now, but 2 months on 9, so yay! Before we start this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below to my channel. Now let's get started. It says given fx equals to radical x, comma, x equals 7. It says find limit h approaches 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. So now what we do, it says f of x equals to radical x, right? And it says x equals 7. So that means we plug in x equals 7 to the function. And I have limit h approach to 0 of f of 7 plus h minus f of 7 whole h. So now, we know f of x equals to radical x, right? So that means f of 7 plus h equals to radical 7 plus h. So now we have limit h approach to 0. So that means we have radical 7 plus h minus, we do the same for f of 7. So that means we have radical 7 whole over h. So now what we do is we plug in h equals to 0. So then that means we have radical 7 minus radical 7 whole over 0. And that will be equal to 0 over 0, but you know 0 over 0 is undefined. So that means we had to simplify this function further. So now let's erase this. Okay, so that means to simplify this function further, we had to multiply the numerator and denominator by the numerator's conjugate. So that means we put parentheses. 7 plus h plus radical 7 and radical 7 plus h plus radical 7. So now we know radical a times radical a squared, which radical a squared is a, right? So that means we use the same method there. So that means we do radical 7 plus h times radical 7 plus h, which is 7 plus h. So that means we have limit h approach to 0, right? And then we have 7 plus h, right? And then we have plus, right? Radical 7 times radical 7 plus h minus radical 7 times radical 7 plus h. And now we have whole over. Now we have h parenthesis radical 7 plus h plus radical 7. So now, this is what we get, right? So now what we can do is we can cross the 7 and, oh, I forgot. So now we have to do minus 7, right? So now I can cross the 7 and the 7, right? And now I have this and this crossed, right? So now what we have is this is equal to, this is limit h approach to 0, right? So now what we have is we have h whole over, right? We have h parenthesis radical 7 plus h plus radical 7. So now what we can do is we can cross the h and the h. So now what we have is we have limit h approach to 0, right? We have 1 over radical 7 plus h plus radical 7. So now we plug in h equals to 0, which we have is 1 whole over. We have radical 7 plus radical 7, right? That is equal to, right, 1 over 2 radical 7. And now what we do is we rationalize the denominator. Multiply radical 7, multiply radical 7, right? So now we have radical 7 whole over. We know 2 times radical 7 times radical 7 is radical 7 squared, which is radical 7 squared is 7. So then we have 2 times 7, which is 14. So now radical 7 over 14 is the answer. Thank you guys for watching my video.